Dear students, I am Dr. Ganeshan, Head Department of Economics, Ayyanadar Janaiammal College, Sivakasi. Today, I am going to discuss about the estimation of regression when the values are not given. So here, if the values are not given, what we have to do means we have to calculate all the values, and after calculation we have to substitute the values in the formula or the equation, and we find out the regression equations x on y and y on x. So now I will explain how we have to estimate the regression equations when the values are not given, and with the help of the regression equation how we can calculate the correlation value. So now we enter into the sum. So determine the two regression equations and the values of correlation for the data given below. So in the example sum, they have asked you to calculate two regression equations x on y and also estimate the value of correlation. So here the two variables x and y are given. The x variables are 42, 44, 58, 55, 89, 98 and 66. So here how many values are given? 7 values are given. And in the y series the values are 56, 49, 53, 58, 65, 76 and 58. Now here first you write the values x and the values y. First you have to estimate sigma x value and sigma y value. So sigma x is nothing but the sum total of all x values, and sigma y is nothing but the sum total of all y values. So here after calculating the sum total of x and y, you estimate the value of x bar and y bar. So here the x bar value is 64.57 and the y bar value is 59.29. So here if the x bar and y bar values are not in fraction, you can take the same x bar and y bar value for taking the deviation value. If the x bar and y bar values are in fraction, or if any one of the values, either x bar value or y bar value is in fraction, at that time you can go for assumed mean method. When the x bar and y bar values are not in fraction, we go for actual mean method. If it is in fraction, at that time it is easy for us to apply the assumed mean method. But normally if any sum is given, no need to go for actual mean method. Simply you can go for assumed mean method because you don't want to waste the time. So first you take the x bar value and y bar value and you assume any one of the value as assumed mean from x and y, and you calculate the dx and dy value. So here in our sum, the total sigma x equal to 452, and how many values are given mean the n equal to 7. If you divide the 452 by 7, that value is equal to 60.57, that is x bar value, it is in fraction. And the y bar total is the sigma y equal to 415, it should be divided by 5 to find out the y bar value. So the y bar equal to 59.29. So here both the x bar and y bar are in fraction. So here I assume 70 as assumed mean for x series, and with the help of that I can estimate the dx value. And 60 is the assumed mean for y series, and with the help of that I can estimate the dy value. So dy is nothing but x minus a. So A is nothing but the assumed mean value. So here the assumed mean value is 70. So x minus 70. So 1 by 1 you can take the differences. The first value x is 42 and the A value is minus 70. So the deviation value, that is dx value, is minus 28, and the second value is minus 26, and the third value is minus 12, and the fourth value is minus 15, and the fifth value is plus 19, because here the x value is greater than the assumed mean value, and the sixth value is 28. Here also the x value is greater than the assumed mean value, and the seventh value is minus 4. So here, if the x value is greater than the assumed mean value, the deviation values are in positive. If the x values are lesser than the assumed mean value, here the deviation values are in negative. You should be very careful in giving or assigning the mathematical symbol minus and plus. Then in the same way, you have to estimate the dy value. So here y minus a, dy equal to y minus a. So here the a value is 60. So y minus 60. So the first y value is 56 and the a value is minus 60. So 56 minus 60, that is equal to minus 4. Then the second minus 11, third minus 7, fourth minus 2. Then here the fifth value is 65, it is greater than the assumed mean value. So plus 5, and the sixth value in the y series is 76. It is also greater than the assumed mean value 60. So the difference between these two things are positive 16. Then the last value is minus 2. So after estimating dx and dy value, you can take the total of all the positive values separately and all the negative values separately. First you can go through which value is greater, whether the positive values are greater or the negative values are greater. If the positive values are greater, you can take the sum of the positive values first. Then you take the total of all the negative values. So here in our sum, the negative values are greater when compared to the positive values, both in dx and dy value. So first what we have to do means we have to add all the negative values. In dx, all the negative values are equal to 85. The total of all negative values in dx column is minus 85 and all the positive values are 47. Now you take the difference between these two things. Here the negative value is greater, you put minus sign, and you take the difference between 85 and 47, that is equal to 38. So the sigma dx is equal to minus 38. In dy, all the negative values are minus 26 and the positive values are 21. You take the difference between minus 26 and plus 21. So here the minus value is in greater, so you put minus sign and the difference is 5. So the sigma dy value is equal to minus 5. Then after that, you can take the square of dx and dy. First you take the square of dx. Minus 28 square is equal to 784. At the time of squaring the value, no need to bother about the sign. So 28 square equal to 784, 26 square equal to 676, and 12 square 144, 15 square 225, 19 square 361, and 28 square 784, 4 square 16. So after making the square, you can take the total of all the squared values, that is dx square value. So here the total of all dx square value is equal to 2990. So sigma dx square is equal to 2990. Then in the same way you have to take the square of dy value. So minus 4 square 16, 11 square 121, 7 square 49, 2 square 4, 5 square 25, 16 square 256, and 2 square 4. Now you take the sum of all the dy square value. The sum is equal to 475. So sigma dy square equal to 475. Then we have to estimate dx and dy. So we have to take the product of dx and dy. So here you must very careful about the mathematical sign. If a dx and dy, both the values are in the same sign, no problem of putting the sign. If it is an opposite sign, you will have to put minus sign. So here minus 28 multiplied with minus 4, that is equal to 112, minus 26 into 11, that is equal to 286, minus 12 into minus 7, that is equal to 84, minus 5 into minus 2, that is equal to 30, 19 into 5, that is equal to 95, 28 into 16, that is equal to 48, minus 4 into minus 2, that is equal to 8. So after calculating the dx value, here also if any negative values are there, first you can add the negative values separately and the positive values separately. But luckily here in our sum there is no negative values in dx dy, so all the values are positive. Now you simply take the total of all the values, that is the total is equal to 1063, so that is sigma dx dy equal to 1063. So now we have estimated all the values. Sigma x we have estimated and sigma y we have estimated. These two values are estimated for calculating x bar and y bar value, and dx value we have calculated, it is equal to, that is sigma dx value is equal to minus 38, sigma dy value is equal to minus 5, and sigma dx square is equal to 2990, and sigma dy square equal to 475, and sigma dx dy equal to 1066. So after estimating all the values, we have to substitute the values in the equation and we find out the equations. First we will find out the equation, regression equation x on y. So the fitter line x on y is equal to x equal to a plus by. So the equation is x minus x bar equal to r sigma x by sigma y into y minus y bar. So here the correlation value and standard deviation of x series and y series are not given. So at that time we have to use a separate formula to find out the regression coefficient x on y and y on x. So here the regression coefficient x on y, that is r sigma x by sigma y, is calculated by using the formula, that is r sigma x by sigma y is equal to sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into dy by n divided by sigma dy square minus sigma dy the whole power 2 by n. Friends, here you can remember in the correlation formula, when we estimate correlation with the help of assumed mean, r equal to r equal to sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into dy by n divided by under root of sigma dx square minus sigma dx the whole power 2 by n into under root of sigma dy square minus sigma dy the whole power 2 by n. This is a formula for calculating correlation. Here you, at the time of calculating regression equations, what is the numerator value of correlation, you take it as it is, and in the denominator you no need to put root value, and simply what you have to do means x on y means you take y variable, y on x means you take x variable. So here, so r sigma x by sigma y equal to sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into sigma dy by n the whole divided by sigma dy square minus sigma dy the whole power 2 by n. Now you can substitute the value. So here sigma dx dy is equal to 1063, you put minus sign, and sigma dx equal to minus 38 and sigma dy equal to minus 5. So minus 38 into minus 5 and n equal to 7, the whole divided by sigma dy square is equal to 475 minus sigma dy value is minus 5 divided by n equal to 7. So here the values are 1063 minus 38 into minus 5 divided by 7, the whole divided by 475 minus 5 square divided by 7. So now that is equal to 1063 minus 27.14 divided by 475 minus 3.57, that is equal to 1035.86 divided by 471.43. So here the regression coefficient x on y is equal to 2.2. So instead of r sigma x divided by r sigma y, you substitute the value 2.2. So here the regression equation x and y is equal to x minus x bar equal to r sigma x by sigma y into y minus y bar. So x minus 64.57, that is x bar value, that is equal to, instead of r sigma x by sigma y, you substitute value 2.2 into y minus the y bar value is 59.29. So x minus 64.57, that is equal to 2.2 y minus 130.44. So how we are getting the value 2.2 y minus 130.4 means 2.2 should be multiplied with y and minus 59.29. Then that is equal to, that is now the numerator, that's now the numerical value minus 64.57 should be taken from or moved from left hand side to right hand side. So the value is x equal to 2.2 y minus 130.44 plus 64.57. So that is equal to x equal to 2.2 y minus 65.87. So in the order we have to write the fitter line x equal to minus 65.87 plus 2.2 y. So this is the regression equation x on y. And now we will explain about how to calculate the regression equation y on x. So the fitter line is yc equal to a plus bx. So the regression equation y on x equal to y minus y bar, that is equal to r sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar. So here also the regression coefficient y on x should be calculated by using sigma dx dy minus sigma dx into sigma dy by n, the whole divided by sigma dx square minus sigma dx the whole power 2 by n. So here the sigma dx dy value is equal to 1063 and the sigma dx value is equal to minus 38 and sigma dy value is equal to minus 5 and n equal to 7. Sigma dx square equal to 2990 and the and these are the values. Now we have to substitute these values in the formula, that is 1063 minus 38 into minus 5 divided by 7 the whole divided by 2990 minus 38 the whole power 2 by 7. So that is equal to 1063 minus 27.14 the whole divided by 2990 minus 206.29. So that is equal to 1035.86 divided by 2783.71 and that value is equal to 0.37. So the regression coefficient y on x is equal to 0.37. So in the place of r sigma y by sigma x, we substitute the value 0.37. So here the regression equation y on x equal to y minus y bar equal to r sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar. Now we want to substitute the values y minus 59.29, that is equal to 0.37, that is regression coefficient y on x into x minus 64.57. So y minus 59.29, that is equal to 0.37x minus 23.89. So y equal to 0.37x minus 23.89 plus 59.29. Here we have taken minus 59.29 from the left hand side to the right hand side. So the equation is y equal to 0.37x plus 35.4. So here in the original form y equal to 35.4 plus 0.37x. So this is the regression equation of y on x. In the sum, you are asked you to calculate the value of correlation. So how we can estimate the value of correlation with the help of regression equations or regression coefficients x on y and y on x. So the formula for calculating correlation with the help of regression is under root of regression coefficients of x on y and y on x. So the formula R equal to under root of bxy into byx. Bxy is nothing but regression coefficient x on y, and byx is equal to the regression coefficients y on x. So here bxy equal to r sigma x by sigma y and byx equal to r sigma y by sigma x. Already we have estimated the value of r sigma x by sigma y and r sigma y by sigma x. The value of regression coefficient x on y is 2.2 and the regression coefficient value of y on x is 0.37. So now we have to substitute these two values in the formula to estimate correlation value. So correlation value R equal to under root of bxy into byx. So that is equal to the value of bxy equal to 2.2 and the value of byx equal to 0.32. So that is equal to under root of 2.2 into 0.37. Here first you can multiply the value 2.2 into 0.37. So the value is equal to under root of 0.814. Now what we have to do means we have to remove root for the value 0.814. So after removing the root value, the value is 0.9. This 0.9 is called the correlation value. So R equal to 0.9. Thank you.